Yo. Um, First and foremost, welcome back. It feels really good to be back. I'm not gonna lie. So the first segment is gonna be this is my first time recording. Third time recording this stuff. The first time I was stumbling across my words, and the second time it came out way too long because I did like everything in a row. So now I'm splitting my recordings, and it's gonna make a lot more sense. But the first one, new rule, and where I've been, what happened, what the hell. I made some post, but it doesn't matter. But first and foremost, for those that only care about the new rule, and then you can skip right ahead using the timestamps in the description. The new rule from this point onwards, we talked about it end of last time, but it's basically we're lifting some restrictions when it comes to like more things are going to be archetypes now. So previously we've always had obviously the name rule. It's the core part. It's the core thing about our series ever since we implemented the first ever legacy rule, which is probably the best rules implementation we've ever done in the series. We limited dragon because it's a name that's present on so many things. So we limited that. Now it's going to include dragon as well. If you have Blue Eyes White Dragon in your deck, you have access to every card ever printed before the set that we're currently playing that has dragon in its name, as well as everything that's dragon support, even if it didn't have dragon in its name. An example would be something. I can't think of it. I was going to say Dragon Shrine, but that's obviously dragon in its name, so it doesn't matter. Cards of Consonance. If you're playing Dragoonity or Blue Eyes, that's now your support. But it's all still legacy support. But also, like, you have access to, like, support for the type as well, which is really big. And the reason why we're doing this now is last time we played Zombie Horde, and like zombies are like the biggest beneficiaries, but maybe dragons, but zombies also a really big beneficiary of this new rule change, because like now when you're playing a zombie archetype, you always have access to Unizombie, which is obviously really good because it's a great support card and stuff like that. Is why we made this, because it once again opens more strategies to be able to be played. But a restriction on this is it needs to be a support card. So you're playing a zombie archetype in the current set that you're playing, gives you access to Unizombie, doesn't give you access through legacy support, but doesn't give you access through legacy support to stuff like Ash Blossom. Because otherwise whenever you have access, you put one zombie in your deck, you have access to Ghost Bell, Ghost Reaper, Spooky Dogwood, all of the basic like zombies, except I think Ghost Ogre is a psychic for some reason. And another thing, any Beast Warrior in your deck, okay, now you immediately have all Zodiacs. You do get, thanks to this rule, you do always get, like with Beast Warriors, you do get Broad Bull, but that's it. So it's still fine. And last thing about this now, limitation being lifted and everything, the floodgates basically being open, the archetypes now being more open. Interpretation is also like warrior, which is the next biggest thing after obviously dragons, is always has access to Rhoda. Now your deck always has access to Rhoda now, if you put in any warrior, which is obviously very powerful. So we're putting a limitation on Rhoda, whereas like if you're getting Rhoda through legacy support like this, so basically you put any warrior in your deck, now you have access to Rhoda, you're only allowed to put in one copy, not three. So Rhoda, technically on the limited list like Callby, but Callby is generic, Rhoda isn't. So that's the difference there. We don't really want to put any more cards on the generic list. There's one more card that I'm thinking, but if we ever put anything else, it's going to be that card that I'm thinking of, which would be one copy only. And other than that, like the way we would ever touch the generic pool, I feel like at this point is probably at some point Mystical Space Typhoon has to be updated for Twin Twisters, maybe Cosmic Cyclone. We'll think about that. But those are the only ways we would probably at this point touch the generic pool, because the 50-50 split it's nice that you still have to always find stuff in the current set, and that's like integral part in the series, so that's nice. I lost my train of thought. Oh yeah, the rota is gonna be limited unless you get it through reinforcements of or army being one of the words in the current set. Then you can play 3. But yeah, that's the new rule. And now where I've been. I'll try to keep this brief. It should be like 30 seconds to a minute, but you know me. So December, immediately after my 3-month substitution teacher gig ended, I apparently got influenza, which took me out for like 2 weeks. Like I was 39 degrees Celsius, a fever, and like I've constantly runny and stuffy nose, like I couldn't sleep. It was terrible. And after that, obviously it was the holiday season with Christmas and then New Year's, which I spent with my family. It's been nice being able to spend time with family again. Maybe a Freudian. No, definitely not. So that was something. And now I feel perfectly fine as well. There were some like suspicions of maybe me, like my constant, because I also had a cough that lasted for 5 weeks. So they were maybe maybe something broke in my right rib, because it's been very like it's been hurting a lot for a long time, but at this point it's whatever. It's the only thing basically at this point. So that's what happened. Like all of that stuff, having to worry about that, being sick and spending time with my family, Jeexx spending time with his relatives as well. We were like, it's whatever. Like we'll go on a small hiatus and then it's perfectly fine. That's also why I almost feel like, because I guess I'll also say, I'll say this so the set breakdown makes more sense there. But yeah, that's basically it. But from now on, there are still going to be like things happening, because my work is still obviously very like, sometimes there's a lot of work, sometimes there's none for me. So who knows? That might affect things. Sometimes Jeexx is also starting his studies. Actually, this week. You're gonna see this later, but for when I'm recording this, it's I think this week. So those might affect episodes sometimes. And I also know that I have a move coming up for myself in the next like couple months. So that might affect things a little bit. But those are things that are like scarcely maybe sometimes going to affect episodes. But hopefully, for the most part, we can go back to a weekly episode stream as well. Because not being able to play or us not being able to do this series for a while, like I'm itching to play Yu-Gi-Oh! I'm so excited. Like I've been planning decks, I've been doing like testing and stuff like that. I'm so excited to be back. So it's really good to be back in this way. But that's all from me. Probably the longest before actual episode starts trip bit that I'll ever do. Hopefully you understand. And like I said, like hopefully we're properly back. But yeah, that's about it from me. Enjoy the episode, enjoy the set breakdowns, deck breakdowns, and the matches, and I will see y'all around. So, enjoy the episode. Yu-Gi-Oh! An incredibly complex card game with tens of thousands of cards. However, what if each set was separated from the rest of the massive card pool and your choices when building a deck were extremely limited? In this series, in order to learn Yu-Gi-Oh! From the ground up, I will be embarking on an adventure through the history of the card game with Jeexx. In each episode, we will have access to all the cards in a select product, and using only the cards in that product, both of us will build a deck before playing a best of 3 match to determine the winner of the episode. We will move in a chronological order in the series, and with each new episode, we will forget the cards of the past in order to experience something brand new. We hope you enjoyed this adventure through Yu-Gi-Oh! And its evolution with us. Welcome to the historic Yu-Gi-Oh! Learning journey. What is up, ladies and lads, guys and gals, and welcome back to the historic Yu-Gi-Oh! Learning journey. It feels so good to be able to say those words again. I almost, because of our like hiatus, and I'm changing some things around, like we have probably probably our like biggest rule change ever since we added legacy rule happening. I'm gonna change the titles a little bit to reflect basically the matchup in the episode, because I feel like that it's just more interesting and cooler that way, and it makes more sense. So you know what you're getting into, and if you even care about the matchup and want to click on it in the first place. I almost want to call this season 2, probably not going to do that, but like after our hiatus, like a lot of changes like that, it almost feels like it. But the most important thing is that we're back, hopefully consistent again, and that feels great. It's our first episode with the new rule that you probably saw because I recorded it just before this. If you watched, but like really briefly, basically, like everything that's an archetype is an actually archetype now, and we have access to more support cards when we're playing any deck, basically, which is really cool. As for the episode today, we're playing Hidden Summoners. Nephthys stuff is here. A lot of retrains to this like really old Hand of Nephthys and Sacred Phoenix Nephthys. I want to say like Jeexx played in like the DM era when we played, like literally in the first like 20 episodes of this series. I'm pretty sure like Jeexx played these in an episode. Pregate's the new archetype out of here. I don't remember if it immediately became like an insane deck, but obviously it became a really good like actually like affordable meta deck, which was really cool. And then Mayakashi, which is, in my opinion, if you're going to introduce Yu-Gi-Oh to someone who's never played Yu-Gi-Oh and want to give them a really simple deck to play, I genuinely think like Mayakashi is one of, if not the single best option for you, because it's so simple to play. We also have like Shiranui stuff here, like obviously ritual stuff for the Nephthys stuff, more Shiranuis here, Gold Sark here as well. And we also have access to regular Warlords and Goes and Match, like two obviously very powerful floodgates in the episode. We'll see when we're shooting floodgates ourselves. And sorry, I had to say it just so it doesn't disconnect me from here. Anyways, we're going to be playing Mayakashi. And now the unfortunate part about Mayakashi here is that we're still like missing some pieces. Yuki Musume comes out really quickly. So I might still like play Mayakashi when we have that. Like Mayakashi Winter, Ghost Maze Girl, Mayakashi Manuscript, like these are nice things to have. As well that we don't have access to yet. Mayakashi Mayhem, obviously some disruption and just extra value out of doing what you want to be doing anyway. But the big things that we're missing is, well, Masterful Mayakashi Shiranui Saga, one of, if not the single craziest floating effect on any card that they've ever printed, because these archetypes obviously not crazy. Tribute a Mayakashi or Shiranui Synchro Link monster, Night of Play can special summon monster from the hand, deck, or extra deck for the rest of this turn. Literally, you can only summon from the grave for the rest of the turn. Or normal summon. Absolutely insane card. We don't have access to this, obviously. But the even bigger things are we don't have access to the Icicle Mayakashi or the Absolute Zero Mayakashi, who are Link 3s and Link 4s. And the reason for that is when I explain the deck's playstyle. Why missing these is a big thing. The big thing here, and why also, like, you can see, like, I have Nightmare Phoenix and Unicorn in the side, but we don't have anything except for a couple Shiranuis that I'll also explain in the main. But for the most part, it's all Mayakashi. Mayakashi are probably the single most xenophobic archetype in the entire game. Let's take a look at what Mayakashi do. Let's start with the Mayakashi cards themselves, and all of them have a line of text there. All the main deck Mayakashi monsters, where while they are on the board, you cannot special summon monsters from the extra deck except Mayakashi monsters. Starting with Ducky was a bit of a fluke on my part, because like Ducky, literally when you activate Ducky's effect, which we'll cover in just a second, that turn you cannot summon anything else from the extra deck except Mayakashi monsters. Which like already is like, okay, well that's a crazy limitation. Let's see if the effect warrants it. You can only control one. When a Mayakashi monster is spell summoned to your field from the extra deck while this card is in the graveyard, except during the damage step, you can spell summon this card. No limitations otherwise. You can spell summon blah blah blah, as we said. No hard or soft ones per turn. Ducky literally climbs you all the way to wherever you want to go. And that is why these limitations are warranted. The Way to enable Ducky is the card that we always want to see, Hajun the Winged Mayakashi, a level 1, which on normal or special summon the Mayakashi monster from your deck, except another copy of Hajun. This is a hard once per turn, and once again, the Xenophobia on field. Basically, normal Hajun, get Ducky on the board, and those two together make their level 3, which then this gets summoned, Ducky's effect triggers, Ducky gets summoned back, you then make the level 5, you make the level 7, you make the level 9, you make the level 11, and use the level 11 and Ducky to go into their link. And this is where the unfortunate thing, just where we cover what Yuki-onna does, you'll see why it's kind of unfortunate that we don't have the link 3 or 4 yet, but normally, if you had access to those, you would also then, like, you summon the link 2, you get Ducky back, you use those to make the link 3, and then you use those to make the absolute 0 Mayakashi, which is like, this just negates a bunch of stuff. It's obviously very big. It gives you protection. It gives you multiple negates as well. Getting the link 3 on your board, into the grave gives you disruption that lets you use your synchro effects that we'll cover later on your opponent's turn. Also gives you negates. Like, it's a really big thing to be missing. And while the other stuff is nice, like these 2 pieces missing from the deck is what means that our end boards are gonna be really bad. But alas, let's continue. For the other Mayakashi that we're playing, they're basically just here to fix things when we can't just get the Hajun Ducky. But don't get me wrong, like, if you get to decide, you always just want to start by summoning Hajun to go into Ducky, because that gives you everything you want to do. Depending on your extension, like, you can get other stuff as well. But for this build, like, basically the best thing you can get to is a Yuki-onna pointing to a Gasha Dokuro. Anyways, for the rest, Shafu, the wheeled Mayakashi, level 3, makes level 5. Normal special summon, target a Mayakashi monster in your graveyard, special summon it in defense position but negate its effects. Hard once per turn. Basically, if you can't get what you actually want, like later, if you top deck into Shafu, get back a level 2 tuner. Obviously, you can then start climbing, then your climb's just gonna start from a level 5. The other tuner that we are playing from Mayakashis is Tsukahagi. You can only control 1. We have a second one of both of these in the side as well. If a Mayakashi monster in your possession except Tsukahagi is destroyed by battle or an opponent's card effect while this card is in your graveyard, you can spell summon this card. And then once again, like the turn you activate this, you cannot summon anything from the extra except Mayakashi. This is basically here, like, when we can't get to Ducky, it's a way for us to get a level 2 tuner on board and then start climbing from there. 2000 defense is also something that might be too big sometimes to go over, but it's there when we can't get to Ducky. The final Mayakashi name we're playing in the main deck, Yasha, the Skeleton Mayakashi, level 5. You can discard one of the Mayakashi monsters to spell summon this from your hand. Once again, hard once per turn and has the Xenophobia. This starts obviously climbing from the level 7, but this is here, once again, like, it's a way for us to pitch Ducky or Tsukahagi or any of our other, like, zombies. Sorry, it's only for Mayakashis, so cut the last part. It's a way for us to get those in the grave and get a body on the board. As for the Shunoi stuff that we're playing, a Shunoi Spectral Sword, only there basically to be pitched in the graveyard. If this card is in the graveyard, except the turn it was sent there, you can target a non-tuner zombie alongside this card and spell summon a zombie synchro monster from my extra deck whose level equals the total levels of those 2 monsters. Unfortunately, it's not a synchro summon, it's a special summon, so you can't then recur back the card after if it gets removed from the board again. But it's a way for us to do something if there's nothing else we can get to. Shooter Spirit Master is only here as a banished target for our banishing zombie effects. All of our synchros also banish zombies from your grave, so those are important. So basically, the normal summon, this doesn't matter. But the important part, well, it might matter sometimes, but like most of the time, like we're not going to be normal summoning this, but a normal gives you a special of a random monster from your hand or grave, but it gets banished when it leaves the field. But the more important part about Spirit Master and why we are playing it is if it's banished, you can target a face-up card your opponent controls and destroy it. We have access to Gold Sark here, which is nice. You can immediately activate that, but also that means that if we're using any of our Mayakashi synchros, then we can get a pop from Spirit Master as well as a trap that we'll cover later. Then the usual stuff, usual zombies stuff we're already used to seeing at this point. Solitaire, tribute it, you can summon a 0 defense tuner from your deck. If this card is banished, you can target a banished 0 monster to spell summon. 2 if Sheer Style Synthesis is on the board. Unizombie, you can discard cards or Foolish Zombies to level modulate. Obviously does anything a zombie deck would ever want to do while being also a tuner. Really nice. Triple Mezuki, you can banish it from your grave to target a zombie monster in your grave. Spell summon that target. Single copy of Gozuki, you're doing a Mayface, you can send a zombie monster from your deck to the grave. Or if this card is sent to the graveyard by any means from anywhere, you can banish a zombie monster from your grave, except Gozuki to spell a zombie monster from your hand. Then for our final monster, we're playing Triple Ash Blossom. It's a zombie type. There's zombie type hand trap, obviously being one of the best hand traps in the entire game. Very generic. It's a zombie that gives us a banished target as well. It's pretty nice. Then for the other stuff, also we're playing extra copy of Spectral Sword and Gold Sark in our side deck as well. As for the spells, we are playing a triple Mayakashi Return. Take a Mayakashi card from your deck, either Foolish it or add it to your hand. Extremely good. It's a Rhoda or a Foolish for a Mayakashi. No matter what you need in the spot, you can either add a monster into your hand, or you can add the Mayakashi Metamorphosis, as we'll cover in a little bit. Shooter Style Synthesis, a field spell. Once per turn, if you control no monsters, you can send a card from your hand to the graveyard, and then activate one of these effects. Either target a zombie type monster with 0 defense in your graveyard, or target one of your banished zombie type monster with 0 defense, return it to the graveyard. And you can only activate one Shooter Style Synthesis per turn. Single copy of Book of Life, banish a monster from your opponent's graveyard, and special summon a zombie from yours. Triple Graceful Charity, because Ducky the Graceful Mayakashi. Draw 3, discard 2. Double Gold Sark, banish something 2 turns after you get it into your hand, but also gets us our banish effects of our Shiranus, which is why we're playing it mostly. Call by the Grave to avoid hand traps. Double Mayakashi Metamorphosis, discard a card, target one of your Mayakashi monsters that is banished or in your grave. Special it, your opponent cannot target it with card effects this turn, and you cannot special summon a monster from the extra deck the turn you activate this card, except Mayakashi monsters. You can only activate once per turn. 1 per turn. Shooter Style Samsara name becomes Style Synthesis while it's on the spell trap zone. Once per turn, you can activate one of these effects, either banish a face-up zombie you control, you can take no damage this turn, even this card leaves the field. We're never using this unless we're actually going to die. Or target 2 of your banished zombie style monster with 0 defense, shuffle them both in that deck, and draw 1 card. And finally, Sheer Style Swallow Slash, tribute a zombie type monster, then target 2 cards on the field, destroy them, then banish 1 Sheer monster from your deck. You can only activate 1 per turn. And if we are banishing Spirit Master from our deck, this is a triple pop, which is obviously pretty nice. And while I'm looking at my extra deck, I'm realizing that the triple Imperm is really nice, but just for the added banish targets from our grave, I think we'll just go for Ghost Spell. Obviously, it's more niche because it needs to be going with having to do with the graveyard, but I think like in this set, like it's gonna be fine. Anyways, in our side deck, we have extra copies of stuff. We have triple Ghost Spell. Basically, stop your opponent from moving cards from the graveyard anywhere. We also have a single copy of Shooter Smith. If this card is sent to the field or graveyard as synchro material, you can add a Shooter card from your deck to your hand. Except Smith, you can only use this as a hard once per turn. If it's banished, you can activate this effect this turn, so that monster you control cannot be destroyed by battle. Probably not gonna see the light of day, but it's there if we need it. Extra copy of Gold Sark, extra copy of Book of Life, extra copy of Mayakashi Metamorphosis, triple Rivalry of Warlord since we're only playing zombies anyway, 1 copy of Unicorn, and 1 copy of Phoenix. Then let's cover the Mayakashis in our extra deck. All of the synchros have 2 different effects. that can both be used once per turn. And all of these have first and foremost an effect where if a monster that basically they climb into, earlier when I explained to go from 3 to 5 to 7 to 9 to 11 to link, if the thing that they're climbing into, if that gets destroyed by battle card effect, then you can banish a zombie monster from your graveyard and then special summon these. So for Gashadokuro, it's a link monster, Yoko, level 11, Tengu, level 9, Shushikumo, level 7, and Oboguruma, level 5. And then what they do when they get specifically summoned from the grave, Gashadokuro becomes unaffected by other cards' effects for the turn, Yoko pops a monster, Tengu pops a spell trap, Tsuchikumo makes both players, or gives you the option to make both players mill 3 from the tops of their decks, and Oboguruma makes your monsters unable to be destroyed by battle for the rest of the turn. The good ones obviously being Yoko and Tengu, and Gashadokuro is just big. But all of them share these effects and they just have their own specific effects. So the idea, obviously, you climb all the way into Yuki-onna, then you summon Dakiback. If you have extenders, then you can use the second copies as well to end on Yuki-onna and Gashadokuro, which is, like I said, the best board that this deck can produce, which not much. Then what does Yuki-onna do? Yuki-onna takes 2 Mayakashi monsters, once again, like so xenophobic. You can only control 1. While this card points to a synchro monster, your opponent cannot target this card for attacks. If a synchro monster in your possession is destroyed by battle or an opponent's card effect while this card is on the field, you can target a face monster on the field. Its attack and defense become half its current attack and defense until the end of this turn. You can only use this effect once per turn. Not good, obviously, but it's what we're working with. Then finally, why we are playing the triple Shiranois first is basically if you open, if you don't have access to the Mayakashi line, basically like if you can't get the Daki climb going, the other side is basically the Shirano Solitaire Unizombie Mezuki line, which is still like fine, but the issue is that due to the levels of the Mayakashi monsters, because they're all completely generic, the synchros, but due to the levels, a Unizombie obviously having to level increase to get the discard or the Foolish from deck, both mean that you need to level increase something. Usually itself means that we really want a level 8 that we can go into. That's why Frame Lord Omega is also really good, because it can recur you banish stuff, and obviously it's a level 8. But that's what we need these for, and most importantly here out of the Shirano stuff we have Shogun Saga, because it's the most likely to come up. Zombie Tuner, one or more known as Tuner zombie type monsters. If it's special summoned, you can banish a zombie type monster from your grave. This card gains attack equal to the banished monster original attack until the end of this turn, and obviously you can get some pop effects with stuff like Spirit Master, but more notably, it's just a big body on the board, which, if it gets destroyed by battle or card effect and sent to a graveyard, you can target a banished zombie type monster with 0 defense. You return it to the grave, and you can only special summon Shogun Saga once per turn. This is the most likely to come up. It's not great, but it's the best thing that we have access to. The reason why Samurai Saga, it has 2 bad effects. It's a, you can target a banished zombie type monster shuffled in the deck, and you change the defense position of all your opponent's monsters that have attack less than or equal to that monsters. These are not crazy attack numbers, so unless you are doing it for a synchro, this doesn't do anything. And its banish effect is that you can target one face a monster your opponent controls to make it lose 500 attack. It's terrible. It's literally only here by chance that we have nothing else we can do than banish Spectral Sword and alongside Spirit Master or Solitaire to get a level 6. And that's the only thing we can do. That's why Samurai Saga is here. Hopefully it doesn't come up. Finally, Sun Saga. Sun Saga is most likely to come up with Shogun Saga in the grave alongside a Shirano Spectral Sword. So Sun Saga, same summoning condition. If this card is spell summoned, you can return any number of his zombie synchro monsters that are banished or in the graveyard to the extra deck, and you can destroy cards your opponent controls equal to the number of cards returned. And then if a zombie monster you control would be destroyed by battle or card effect, you can banish one Shirano monster from a graveyard instead. You can only special summon this once per turn. Actually pretty good, like decent protection, and being able to return stuff from banish or graveyard to the extra deck is really nice, because in a perfect world, you're literally going through both copies of all of your Mayakashi synchros and one Yuki Onna. So being able to recycle those later in the game is actually really good. But we're probably not summoning this unless it's with a Spectral Sword in the grave with Shogun Saga, like I said. A really lengthy deck breakdown. Sorry about that, and obviously, given that I had the intro bit and stuff like that as well, like really lengthy here, but hopefully you understand. It's been like, I think like 2 months for me, so I'm just really excited to be hopping back on the saddle again. Like I said, hopefully we can make this consistent once again. Thank you for watching the deck breakdown. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Hopefully you enjoyed Jeexx as well, and afterwards I'll see you all in the dueling zone.
Okay, so we are doing Hidden Summoners. We are playing Prank Kids. I don't know how this deck works, and I'm not gonna pretend like I know how it works. We got 3 copies of Ash Blossom. We got Dropsies, which when it's into the graveyard using it for a fusion or link summon, you get to summon another Prank Kids from your deck and also gain 1,000 life points. You can only use this. You can summon another Prank Kids that is not named Dropsies from your deck and gain 1,000 life points. You can't use this effect more than once per turn. Same with Funsies, except you send a card to the graveyard, a Prank Kids card to the graveyard first, and then Lampsies, but you inflict 500 damage to your opponent. Fusion Recycling Plan, here for the words Fusion Recycling Plan. Graceful Charity from Graceful Mayakashi, and also we had I put in the Winged Mayakashi because I was like, maybe there's something where I can use Winged, but I kind of forgot to take it out. Then we have Instant Fusion from Fusion Recycling Plan. We have 2 MSDs because this set has goals and match from Rivalry Warlords, which would kind of suck for me. 2 Polymerization, 3 copies of Pandemonium. I'm playing Polymerization mostly just because I wanted to have it be filling in, and because I want to have the ability to fuse just like regularly as well. But obviously I'm going to be searching for a lot of stuff anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Because like if I happen to be in a situation where I can normal summon Ash Blossom, or I have to normal summon Ash Blossom to do stuff, I can use this. Use Polymerization instead. Prank Kids Pandemonium during the main phase. Quick play spell. You can fusion summon 1 Prank Kids monster using cards from your hand or field as fusion material. For the rest of the turn, you cannot normal summon spell summon monsters except Prank Kids monsters. Then we have Prank Kids Place. Whenever this card is activated, add a Prank Kids monster to your hand. Once per turn, if fusion summon or Prank Kids monster happens, you can have all of your monsters gain 500 attack, and once per turn, if you link summon a Prank Kids monster, all of your opponents lose 500 attack. And these are permanent, and they cannot be removed even if this card leaves the field. Prank Kids Pranks, you can discard a Prank Kids card to spell summon a token, and cannot be tributed. During the end phase, you can target 3 Prank Kids cards in the graveyard and shuffle them into the deck and draw a card. Super Poly, Terraforming, Ultra Poly. Ultra Poly is here just for the goof. You can summon a card without it being respondable pretty much if you have them on board. And then Imperm and Plan. Plan says during the main phase, you can activate this effect. Immediately after this effect resolves, link summon 1 Prank Kids monster using monsters you control. And when upon monster declares an attack, you banish this card from your graveyard. Shuffle any of your Prank Kids cards in the deck. And if you do, the attacking monster loses 100 attack for each card shuffle. Then we have Raw Sphere Mode. That's what we get from the Winged. Because I ended up keeping it in here because I was like, well, I get Raw in case I need it. Starting on a Fusion Dragon from Fusion. And also, arguably, if I could put in a dragon, it would be from that too. I think there was some kind of dragon. Yeah, it's this one, but it's not called a dragon. Yeah, it's not even a dragon in type. I'm going to talk about that in a bit. Fusion Substitute, it's a polymerization. That's why I only have 2 copies of polymerization. But in case I end up in a situation where I want to have something that can actually be used to recycle my fusion monsters and draw cards, I can use this as well. Another copy of MST. Again, I want to play 3 of these because of these 2. Goes and match. Rivalry Warlords. Battle Butler. You need to fuse 1 of each. Then must be fusion summon. Quick effect, you contribute this card to all monsters your opponent controls, and if this card in your possession is in the graveyard your opponent by your opponent's card, you can target 1 non-fusion monster in your graveyard and special summon it. Rock and Ride, if this card is fusion summoned, you can have this card lose 1,000 attack for this turn, and also it can attack directly at this turn. You contribute this card, then target 2 Prank Kids non-fusion monsters with different names in your graveyard, and special summon them. They cannot attack this turn. Weather Washer, if your Prank Kids monster attacks, your opponent cannot activate cards or effects until the end of the damage step. During your opponent's turn, quick effect, you can contribute this card. Then target 2 Prank Kids monsters in graveyard with different names in your graveyard and special summon them. They cannot be destroyed by battle this turn. Winged Mayakashi, Graceful Mayakashi, Bow Wow Bark, 2 Prank Kids monsters. A Prank Kids monster, this card points 2 gains 1,000 attack. During your opponent's turn, quick effect, you can contribute this card. Then target 2 Prank Kids cards within the graveyard with different names. In your graveyard with different names and add them to your hand. And also Prank Kids monsters you control cannot be destroyed by your opponent's card effects this turn. Then we have Dodo Doodle Doo. Two Prank Kids monsters. If this card is link summoned, you can add one Prank Kids spell trap from your deck to your hand, and you can tribute this card on your turn. And then target two Prank Kids cards with different names in the graveyard and add them to your hand, except for link monsters, and add them to your hand. And then Rip Roaring Roaster, 2+ Prank Kids monsters. It's a link 4, must be link summon. Quick effect, you contribute this card, destroy all spell trap cards your opponent controls, and if this card in position is sent to your graveyard by opponent's card, you can target one card in graveyard except link monster and add it to your hand. I think this deck is going to be kind of interesting to play. As I said, I don't actually know how this deck plays, so we'll see how it ends up going. I don't really have much else to add, so good luck with the games.
What is up,
Ladies
and lads? I was gonna do both with the option select, but we're back with the History Yu-Gi-Oh! Learning journey, and it has been, we checked not exactly, it's been like 6 weeks and 2 days since we've last played Yu-Gi-Oh!
So we've recovered since then, okay?
So, yeah, I realized when I was going through, there was somewhere on the screen at some point, there was a score counter now, which is, I was bored, during the holidays on a few days. So I decided to go back to do that, fix up some description stuff, and I'm going to change the titling. I told all this already in the intro and in my deck breakdown. But I realized when I was going through that it looked really bad when we had the way the last episode ended, episode 133, which that's a word. Holy shit. Episode 133. And then just no uploads for way over a month. It looked really bad, but we're cool. Don't worry about it. And we're now back with obviously a lot of rule changes, different things as well. Might as well be like, this is the season 2 of the History Yu-Gi-Oh! Learning journey. Also,
this is word.
Yeah, this is the season 2, and one more thing is that we also just implemented our own rule where you're not allowed to scoop on your first 2 turns of the game.
Bro, I'm pretty sure all of these are our own rules. What do you mean?
It's true, but shut up. Well, I'm kind of glad that I actually this, because I know I get to open the different thing. Wait, does it even work? Actually, no. Also, we are still in Master Rule 4 for, I think, 2 more episodes. So that's awesome. And
we're still in there.
And Jeexx did not remember the rule change that we had for 134. Yep. So please don't worry about it, okay?
Moment of silence for my loss.
Yes.
I don't know what I would be losing, but I made a deck that had Unizombie in it, so clearly I was aware of it, but like I didn't think about it for this one specifically.
Yeah, it'd be due. Anyways, I would like to normal summon Shiranui Solitaire.
Yeah, would you like to do something with Solitaire?
I would like to tribute a zombie monster to special summon a zombie monster tuner with 0 defense from my deck.
I'm sorry for that. I will say no.
I understand. And
that's a pretty good effect.
It's a pretty good effect. And because I talked about like Mayakashi being really xenophobic, but I have some stuff that I can do with Solitaire instead. Go for it. I have stuff that I could have done with Solitaire, which would have come up now, which is cool, but will live. We are grasping our straw so we can meet the quota. Go ahead. I probably, if I were to ash a Graceful Chariot, I probably would have done it on the first one.
Yeah, that's what I was like sitting here, like just making sure, just making sure.
I mean, I respect it. Playing according to the rules.
Oh, did I discard the second one? No, I didn't discard the other one. I needed to discard this thing.
Yeah, I was gonna say
And now, I activate terraforming.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to fetch stuff first before I activated the terraforming because I wanted to see if I could land on actually getting this field spell without it.
Go for it.
It's got one activated effect for adding a card, so getting 2 of them would have been nice. Prank Kids place. When this card is activated, you can add a Prank Kids to your hand. Is it any? No, it's monster. It has to be a monster. So what does this say? So, guys, full disclosure, I built this deck in 5 minutes. I haven't read a single fucking card other than the field spell having an unactivated search.
It's
So
cool.
we're gonna be here for a sec. Let me see.
Don't worry about
If this guy's in the graveyard as fusion material or link material, over brackets once you send one brackets from your deck to the graveyard, except this guy, then spell summon one brackets from your deck or hand in defense. This guy seems pretty good. What does the red guy say? The red guy says inflicts damage, then you can spell summon one from your deck or hand. That's not very good. What about the blue guy? I don't think I want this guy.
the green
I want this
guy.
guy. The green guy, yeah.
I don't
The green guy.
know. I'll be honest. Like, I don't know what rank kids do. I know that they were an actual like meta archetype that was apparently like the deck was like very affordable, which is the only reason why I know about it. That apparently like rank kids was like a affordable meta deck, which was pretty cool.
Interesting. I would like to activate the effect of pranks by
Yep.
discarding a Prankage card from my hand to special summon out a Prankage token,
But you can't
which
tribute
has
it.
0. I cannot tribute it. Important, very important. Then I would like to normal summon Prankage Fantasies. And then I would like to perform a link summon using Prankage Fantasies and the token. To summon out, I'm gonna actually check what these do.
Go for it.
Wait, these are Glad Beasts. What the fuck? What do you mean they tag out?
They decided to,
Prankage
maybe they
Mustard.
made just Glad Beast, but actually good. I mean, I guess like Glad Beasts were like pretty good when they came out. Mostly just
This card thinks when you can add a Prankage spell trap card from your deck to your hand, you contribute this card and target 2 Prankage cards with different names in graveyard. And exit link monsters and add them to your hand. I see. And this is a link 4.
In fancy, it does give you a foolish effect.
I'll summon Doodle Doo. Dodo Doodle Doo, sorry, not
Oh,
Doo
I
Doo.
forgot the fucking name schemes here. Yeah.
Yeah, so here I would like to activate the effects of fantasies and then chain Doodle Doo to it
Yep.
because of chain blocking it. And I add a Prankage spell or trap card to my hand. I have pranks in here.
I appreciate like at this point, like still chain blocking is like you activated two charities, terraforming and Prankins place, and it's like, but this guy might be holding the Ash Blossom though.
Dude, if you actually were holding the ash for this, you
If
would
I
be
had Ash
fucking
filled this, like
giga
at that
brain.
point, like dude, final boss of
Oh,
edging.
Wait, actually, no, you can't roll in between these. Yeah, never mind. I was wondering if you could drop roll after the first one, so it would actually matter, and that would be fucked up.
I think the draw also would have been already used, but
Yeah. Well, I'm theorizing like actually deranged plays here. I'm trying to decide between.
I'm sad about the
Brackets.
Ash turn one, but like if you have Ghost Bell, then you just silver bullet at me, and I will have you executed at the earliest behalf.
Ghost pal. Yeah.
I'm gonna write down the card that I'm not gonna. What does? Oh, it's a fusion. So
This thing, I dump one to the grave. And
Yes,
I
sir.
will dump me might as well dump this guy, I think.
having a foolish plus a special from hand or deck is pretty good.
Yeah, then I would like to special summon out a Dropsies from my deck.
Mm-hmm.
There we go. And now, let's see. Wow.
They did tell me, like, I heard that, I don't know when this became, like, was it the first wave of support? I doubt the first wave of support is what made it a meta deck, but, like, if they said that it's a meta deck, like, I am expecting to die, because it is, like, you know.
Yeah, I think that's fair. But I'm trying to see how I can actually
Yeah.
win here. Because I'm like, I don't know how I win at all. Because, like, I have 2k on board right now, right?
3.
And I can make... Oh, yes, I have 3k. Because this thing has attack, unlike the other guy does. So the fusions that I can make would require all 3 of the basic goons to have them in my hand or my
Yeah, I
board.
see.
Yeah. And then if this card is in your field, like it contributes itself to destroy all your monsters, but that's not really relevant here. What does this do? You can have this card lose 1,000 attack if this turn target directly. You can contribute this card, then target 2 Pranked non-fusions in the graveyard and as well summon them, but they cannot attack this turn. Oh. Non-fusion prank kids, you say?
Huge.
That's pretty good. Hey.
Hey, that's pretty
Ooh.
good.
It's a 5. Wait. What the hell? Oh, fuck it. I'm popping instant fusion,
Oh
paying
shit.
1,000.
It's time.
It's time. We go and we summon out a fucking rocket ride. Where this guy is pointing. And this guy says, I contribute this card. Because if this card is fusion summon, I can have it lose 1,000 attack and so on. But like, I can just tribute this guy right now.
Yep.
And I can summon out 2 goons from the grave. I would like to summon out I can wait. It's any. Oh, so wait, I can even do this.
Yeah, you
right?
can go for links with it as well.
Do I have a link 3 in here? No, they don't have a link 3 yet.
I'm gonna assume, yeah, they get it later.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. But yeah, like I would go for a link 3 here otherwise, and then yeah. But do this to summon out Lampsies, and I mean these are ones per turn.
Dude, these fucking names.
Yeah.
Actual babies first, Yu-Gi-Oh deck.
Goo goo gaga.
Fancy's the only one that any effects have been used thus far, right? Yeah.
Yes, correct. So
like how they just like they have like every single fucking effect. It's like, yeah, we got Bird, we got Life Day, we got fucking Foolishes, we get the shit, like just do stuff.
I go for Pancake Dropsies, Fancies, and Doodle-Doodle-Doo to summon out a... Actually, do I want to summon out this guy first? Wait, because I'll summon these guys back real quick. If that's
Go
okay.
for it.
Sorry, this is taking a bit.
No, it's all good.
But
I played Mayakashi. I have the literally most boring combo, being my only play in the entire game, so don't worry about it.
Smoosh. It's pain. So...
Link 3?
No, I don't have a link 3. I'm trying to see if there is... Oh wait, no, that's it. This is just for giving attack to cards, right?
Ooh,
right. So I could go for like summon this guy, and then I get to activate the effect of Dropsies to gain 1,000.
Yo, back to 8K, free instant fusion.
Free, the freest ever. Yeah.
That's crazy.
And then I get to summon out a goon from the deck, and I get to summon out something other than Dropsies. I summon out a Lampsies in this case.
You do also have Pranks draw available if you need it.
It's in the end phase.
Oh, you're right.
No, it's important. That's actually kind of relevant here.
Yeah, I mean, it's very relevant because it would be way more broken if it wasn't.
And then actually, fuck, this is positioning on this deck actually kind of matters, huh? That's surprising. For me.
You haven't practiced all your co-link combos?
Oh no. Oh no, I can't believe it. Wait. This is just to check. If this card is in your possession, yeah, goes face. What does this thing do? If your Pancakes card would activate blah blah blah, that doesn't do shit. Attribute this to pop all of your opponent's thingamabobs. What if instead of fucking Dropsies I used Lampsies and I get a Dropsies back, and then I use drops. No, I can't get both of them back anymore. Then I have goofed in a way, I guess. Because I could have gone for the battle butler guy, who's the big bad guy. So that would have maybe done something, but hey ho. So now I have, because this guy can't attack. This guy is unable to attack.
Mm-hmm.
What does this do? You can have all the monsters you control gain 500. Oh, I can fusion summon right now, and I can have all my monsters gain 500.
Mm-hmm.
Then maybe I'm better off summoning this over here, and then popping Frankit's Pandemonium to fuse off Lampsies and the other guy.
So
to
I'm going to
out...
take 500?
You're going to take 500, and I get to summon out another guy that isn't Lampsies. We summon out this guy. And then after the chain resolves, I would like to activate the effect of Frank Kid's place to have all my creatures gain 500 attack. So that's 2k more.
Yep.
And that's 3k. And I think that's game.
It should be.
Or yeah, unless you have Gores.
No, I got nothing. Yeah. I was gonna say like if it's a meta deck, like I'm assuming.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna die. I mean, it wouldn't have been that much better because the only thing in this deck that the Solitaire Unizombie line can do is Shogun Saga, which is like, it's just a 3k beat stick that does nothing, so.
Oh, okay.
But still.
Unfortunate.
Unfortunate. I also did open a one-off in my hand. Actually, wait, I opened 2 of my one-offs. That's funny.
How?
I don't know. That's really funny, though. Oh yeah, let me actually, I need to see one thing because this might be relevant. Just in case. Okay, it is very relevant then. All right. I'm gonna have to make a couple changes. So.
Oh wait! Oh man, the guys are in defense position. Fuck, my bad.
Also, you wouldn't have been able to attack?
I don't think I would have been able to kill there.
I see.
I think it's 3.5, 3,000. Oh no! Wait, no, you you have 1,000 lives after that. I think.
I have 7. Yeah, I had 75, and if the Link and the Fusion are the only ones that are attacking, then I would have 1,500.
I would have been able to link off into the bigger one, but yeah, the total damage wouldn't change.
All right, then it's all good. I have to make a couple of changes, so let me pause just for a second, because I need to think for a minute. All right, I think we're gonna try this.
Love the part where we're back and the first fucking game ends in cheating.
It does make sense, you know. It wouldn't be the
Smooth.
You go learning journey if it wasn't for that. Graceful Cherry, cool. Just not a cost to do anything. It's just you. If you want,
I will allow it.
Draw triple, and we are gonna pitch. I think it's definitely the Spirit Master, and I think for the other one, we'll go. Does this do anything? I already know my Spirit Master, so I don't think so. I will go Gold Sark. Then I would like to activate Mayakashi Return. Is this cool?
Yeah.
All right. I will add a Mayakashi card to my hand or throw it in the grave. And I think... Oh... Is it you? I'm throwing in 2 of these. I will go shuffle to hand.
No. Also, I think it's interesting that a lot of the other guys have the effect of you contribute this card on your opponent's turn to summon guys, but the rocket specifically is during your turn, or like any turn. You can just... Actually, no, it's just your turn because it's not spell speed too. Interesting.
Maybe it's like fusions your turn, links on your opponent's turn?
No. Even the other fusion is on your opponent's turn.
Well, let's give it a shot. I would like to normal Hajun and attempt to special a Ducky from my deck. Well, I don't have to say it, but...
No.
Man. I guess I just don't get to play today. Well, then let's go for...
this, and best of luck.
I'm
Best
probably
of
dead because I'm playing against a good deck, and unfortunately I got hand trapped both game first fucking.
Yeah, that's So did you know that these guys have like a funny thing about them? They require all prank kids for everything. Yeah. So, fortunately,
Interesting.
yep.
That's a pretty good draw. Normal dodgy. Well,
What does
stuck.
this do?
It's
Oh,
the
it's
tuner.
okay. Oh, it's tuner. Oh, yeah, that's bad. That's bad.
That's
Yeah.
fine. Okay. Well, then let's start doing the things. And since you might have actually effects, I'll just do the entire thing. So, Obaguruma, then.
What does a Buguruma do?
So every single Mayakashi shares 2 effects. If a synchro monster of 2 levels higher than them, except for the level 11, which asks for a link monster, is destroyed by battle or an opponent's card effect while it's in your graveyard, you can banish a zombie monster other than the card itself from your grave and special summon it from the grave. And if it's special summoned from the grave, they have effects. Obaguruma, the effect is this turn your monster can be destroyed by battle.
Okay.
And then every single time I summon a Mayakashi monster from my extra deck, Dachi will... No, why do I keep saying Dachi? Daki will come back. And Daki, the turn I activate the effect, it unfortunately cannot do anything else except for... do stuff. But yeah, then I will tune these 2 for... Chujikumo. Chujikumo's grave effect is both players mill 3. Daki, come back.
That's banging.
Use Daki and Chujikumo. I will go into Tengu. Tengu pops a spell trap.
Well, yeah.
Daki comes back. I will use Daki and Tengu. Go into Yoko, which I'm sure you're familiar with because you are playing Graceful Charity.
Yeah, I know what this guy does.
He pops monsters. Let me go. Daki and Yoko will go for Gasha Dokuro. Gasha Dokuro, it will be unaffected by other cards' effects the turn it gets summoned from the grave. Daki comes back. I will use these 2 to go into Yuki Onna. And this is where like I would be able to actually do other things because this comes back and now you would use these 2 to go into the link 3, then you would use Daki and the link 3 to go into level link 4, which is actually cool. The issue here is that nothing here does really anything, and the Yuki Onna doesn't. Actually, do I even want to go into this? Because I can't go into a synchro. I basically just went into this to explain things, but I guess this doesn't do anything. So I guess it actually makes more sense for me to just have this guy in here. And then I think all we want to do is simply set a card and... Actually, I might end up regretting it, but I'll just summon Daki in attack just because if you happen to brick, then I would at least have 1-2 turns. But I'm into nothing else to do. I don't think I have anything else here either. I'm locked into Mayakashi only. Yep, that's all I can do.
Alright then, chat room. I would like to go to my main phase. I would like to activate a Graceful Charity.
Graceful is cool.
I would like to draw 3 cards.
The thing here is I basically did everything that this deck can do now. Because like before the deck gets the other 2 links, like it just doesn't do anything.
Oh, okay.
So now if you just kill me, I'm fine with it.
Okay. I will do my best. You wouldn't happen to have an extra dark somewhere, right?
In my
You wouldn't be
grave?
summoning like you wouldn't end up with a dark somehow on your side of the board, right? Ever?
Well, if I'm looking at Gasha Dokuro, I think I would.
Two of them at the same time, two of them.
I
Because I won't get one.
I don't think it's literally possible in this deck. Unless I go for the... Actually, not even the Shiranui line, because Unizombie is a... But all the Shiranui are fire. Yeah, literally, I don't think it's physically possible in this deck.
I was thinking, oh yeah, this guy's probably a dark, but no, that guy's actually fucking wind.
What the fuck do you mean you're a wind?
Like,
I guess
this
there's
guy
some...
definitely
Actually,
looks
I
like
guess
a
there's a
dark.
propeller in there.
Bruh. I guess you're not wrong. I would like to activate a Prank Kids Pranks. And I would like to discard from my
once
hand
again, old code.
a Prank Kids card. I would. Is it any card? Yes, any card, not a monster. Yes, I discard Prank Kids Plan to spell summon a token.
What's the plan?
Then I would like to use. I would like to summon out a I can activate multiple of those per turn. That's good. That's actually really good.
It's easier. I was gonna say like it's pranksters you can do, but no, pranks is only each effect once per turn.
If you could use it infinitely, yeah.
It would be.
I was
nice.
more thinking about Prank Kids Pandemonium, which is
yeah.
Because like I was sitting here reading this thinking like, am I just like fucked if I use this early? Like, can I not do anything if I use it now, for example? If I end up in a position where it's like, shit, what the fuck do I do, brother? Well.
If it is, it's Saucy Jack.
Unfortunate. I would like to normal summon a Prank Kids Dropsies, and I would like to use my token and my Dropsies.
On the summon of Dropsies. Actually, no, this doesn't start a chain. I guess I can still chain a trap before you to do stuff.
I normal summon, yeah.
Yeah, because it's a normal. You're right. Yeah, I'll go for, I don't know if she said anything, but I will go for Metamorphoses. I will I'll pitch a Solitaire and I'll get my Yoko back. Yoko would pop Dropsies and Yoko is unaffected. Well, you cannot target it with card effects for the rest of the turn. It's not unaffected.
I would like to activate Prank Kids Pandemonium in response.
That is fine. I have nothing for that.
And Dropsies to summon out a Prank Kids. What is again this? That's annoying. I would like they cannot be destroyed by battle this turn. Ooh, that's nice. Prank Kids Rocket Ride.
Rocket Ride.
And then when Dropsies gets into the graveyard, I would like to gain life points and special summon from my deck.
That is cool.
That is okay.
Yes, sir.
Not much life points, and then I would like
to special summon. Would you like to use the effect of Ride since it's only on the fusion summon?
No, it's not on fusion summon.
If this card is fusion summon, you can have this.
You can have this card lose 1,000, and then it can attack directly this turn. But then the second effect is not related to that. That's the
I know the second effect. The tribute isn't. I was mostly wondering, would you like to get your guarantee deck?
No, I would prefer not to lose my shit. Then I would like to summon out a Prank Kids Fantasies.
2 cards in hand. I'm scared, but I think I'll sell on that. I will negate Rocket Ride. I don't like the tribute. And at least that does something. You need to go into the links.
Wait.
When I negate Rocket Ride because of the tribute thing, I don't like it.
But I only have one target in the graveyard. Which means that using this for material does the same thing.
Go for it. I'm not gonna just take back what I already did.
Okay. Because I was gonna link summon with these if the game allows me to.
The game is saying no.
There we go. Thank you. To summon out the link, the doodle doodle doo.
Deedle doodle.
Doodle. And I would like to activate the effect of the doodle to add to my. Sorry, not. Yeah. Fancies and then doodle doo to chain block the fancies.
Go for it.
Very important.
No,
Gotta say that every time.
Unlike you, I don't open my hand trips on my first turn.
Yes.
Even after Graceful Charity.
I'm sorry to hear.
Oh, sorry. What did you add?
I added the Prank Kids Place.
The field spell. Gotcha.
Yes, the field spell.
Yes, sir.
It's sent a Prank Kids card.
Yep.
Oh.
If it was any card, any monster, this would be probably a lot more broken.
Oh, no. It's a Prank Kids card and not Prank Kids monster.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah. So I can send Prank Kids Plan, for example. Another one of those.
Mm-hmm.
I can take my deck out. And then I can special summon out a Lampsies in defense position. Then I would like to activate a Prank Kids Place.
Go for it.
Add to my hand a Prank Kids card. I would like to add a monster, specifically monsters for this one. I'd like to add fansies for this one.
Go for it.
Then, let's see. Something was unaffected by card effects.
Yoko is unable to be targeted by card effects. You can still affect it with card effects. You just can't target it because of Metamorphosis.
Okay. And that's not too bad. Hey. Yeah, I can summon a number of these guys out anyway as well, so it's not too bad. I can summon multiple fusions out.
It'd be kind of cool if players could do the attack lowering multiple times in a turn.
Yeah, I was actually looking at that thinking like, wow, that would be pretty nice if I could do it multiple times, but it's specifically here just so that like I can kind of survive if you end up swinging into me.
Yep.
But I guess I will just do another link summon here.
Mm-hmm.
You interpret this card just to double check. I want to do that. Do I? I don't want to do it. Wait, is that Prank Kid's card? I want to do that. Hold up. I can tribute Cock-a-doodle-doo, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I can add to my hand 2 Prank Kids cards. I add to my hand Pandemonium, and I add, what does this say again? Link summon 1 Prank Kids monster using Prank Kids cards you control. Okay, I would like to add a Plan to my hand as well.
Mm-hmm.
Then I would like to activate Instant Fusion. Pay 1,000. Is this good?
Yep, it's all good.
I will bring out Rocket Ride. And then I would like to tribute Rocket Ride to target 2 non-fusion Gooners in my graveyard and summon them.
Go for it.
I would like to summon out Fancies and
Yeah, no,
Corpses.
these can't attack.
These cannot attack, correct. So I will be summoning them out in defense. Then
You can make the big guy.
I can make the big guy. Does that matter?
Also, did you want to use the effect of place? I guess it doesn't matter because you got fusion summoning again.
Yeah, I wouldn't be using it there because I'm not gonna attack with the cards on the board. So
Yes, sir.
double checking. Once per turn, if you link summon, you and have all your opponent's monsters lose 500. Ooh, that's pretty cool. So
Yes,
what you're saying is
Link lowers for 500 and fusion ups your stuff by 500.
okay. This guy allows you to recycle these guys. These don't have pops for stuff that I have on board currently.
Tengu
That
pops,
guy, but-
spell traps, then there is the mill, and then there's the unable to be destroyed by battle.
Okay.
Joshikuru only protects itself, then it's a monster pop, then it's a spell pop, then it's a mill, and then it's a protection from battle. I don't think the link did anything because that's the one that you're supposed to end on. Yeah. It's just a negate if synchros get popped on board, but that's only once per turn. I feel like this would be like pretty decent actually if this wasn't once per turn. Actually, yeah, this isn't even negate, it's just having attack and defense. That would actually, wait, this should definitely not be once per turn, I think. Maybe it would have been too powerful for, what, 2019 standards?
Possibly, yeah. Wait, actually, I'm gonna set 3.
Go for it. Yeah, let me see what. Actually, you have planning your grave. I can just read it there. You can activate this immediately after link summon using Venom Function Declares, and you have one Banish. Okay, set turn. Well, not like it really matters, because actually, since you can do that, do I want to? I guess it doesn't matter. I would like to attempt to move to my battle phase.
Main phase 1, end of main phase 1.
Yep.
I would like to activate Prankit's plan. And activate the effect of Prankit's plan.
Go for it.
To link summon, using, I think, Lampsies and Dropsies.
You gain 1,000.
Yeah, again 1,000. Double checking. Yeah, I would like to summon out Bow Wow Bark.
Would you like to use the effect of place?
I would like to activate the effect of place, then activate the effect of Dropsies, and then activate the effect of Lampsies. So
yeah,
Lampsies
I already took the burn damage.
Yeah.
Because this is relevant, because these are permanent decreases.
Now I get to summon out another. I'm activating Lampsies first, so I summon out a Dropsies. And then, because I activated Dropsies second, I summon out another Lampsies. And then I have place. Yeah, place. I may reduce the attack. Yeah.
Dude, that's a 2k Dropsies.
That's a 2k Dropsies. Wait, is it?
Or a prank kid's monster discard points to gains 1,000.
Oh, you mean attack? Yeah, but it's not an attack.
Yeah, no, it's mostly why I'm joking. And yeah, this just adds stuff. Okay. Now, cool for me to proceed to the battle phase.
Yes.
Okay, we are now in battle phase. This only adds to hand, and then cannot be destroyed by only card effects this turn. Okay. Attempt to swing over Bow Wow Bark with Gashadokuro. This is the deck that you take to a tournament to make grown ass men say goo goo gaga.
Goo goo gaga. I just realized I could have used pranks as effect at the end of my turn. Oh well. I would like to tribute Bow Wow Bark to target 2 prank kids cards and add them to my hand. I would like
except
to
link monsters.
Except link monsters, I would like to add.
You actually can't add link monsters into your hand, anyways.
Well, you can because it's not for cost, so you can just put them into the deck.
What the fuck?
And then go to the deck, and that's illegal.
Yeah, that's what he did.
Reason.
That's crazy.
That's what I did.
So
we're
cheating.
I had Lampsies. Yeah.
Okay.
It wasn't a link though.
Lamp.
Would you like to be declared?
I would like to redeclare, and honestly, I'll beat the fuck out of this guy.
You'll beat the fuck out of my fancies. I'll activate super polymerization.
Go for it.
Discard Lampsies from my hand to fuse.
Huge.
It's kind of huge. Don't diss it, bro. I would like to fuse off this fancies and this dropsies for a weather washer. And then
we'll for a super poly where somebody only uses their own monsters, actually.
I would like to activate the effect of place into... Actually, wait, can I do this? Wait. I have a billion things I can do right now. With one of them being, I can just declare that I'm activating Weather Washer. Actually, no, I have to activate place, I have to activate Weather Washer, and then I have to activate everything else that... No, that doesn't work. I have to activate everything that triggers first. Yeah. So place and then fancies.
Yep. So place will boost your stuff by 500.
Yeah, and then
And
fancies
then you get the
comes to
foolish stuff.
graveyard.
Yeah.
Yeah. I will send to...
You can see which one of these decks, just based on the effects happening, is the actually good of it deck.
We are spending quite an amount of time here right now.
It's cool,
I send
though.
Lampseas, and I special summon out a Dropseas. And then my guys gain 500 attack, which doesn't really matter because they're in defense. So, and then this guy also gains 500 attack.
Yep.
And then, would you like to redeclare?
And this time they'd be unable to be destroyed by a battle. Yeah, sure.
Once I tribute this guy, yeah.
Sure, I'll declare into this guy.
Yeah, I tribute this guy, and then I special some Masako. How? Why would he do that? Is he stupid?
So it's literally just like every single effect that's there. It's like, all right, this guy gives you battle protection. Here you have effect protection. Here's burn damage. Here's life gain. Fucking foolish your shit. Increase your attack. Decrease your opponent's attack.
It's interesting because it also like now these guys are indestructible by battle.
Yeah.
They can't be destroyed at all, essentially. And then on top of that, the reductions are permanent.
Yep.
And the additions are permanent too.
And now I would like to redeclare one more time. And since this guy can't be destroyed by battle, I would like to beat the fuck out of Lampseas.
Wait. Damn, bro. You want to beat the fuck out of Lampseas, huh? Let's see, how much does this reduce your attack for? Is that permanent? No, until the end of this turn. You can shuffle any number of Prank Kids cards from your graveyard into the deck. Damn, that's actually... I think I should do that.
Go for it.
Because I kind of need resources currently, and I don't need to worry about them at present, right? So I put a Dropseas back, I put a Lampseas back, and I put a Lampseas back. And I need to banish this thing first, and then I can put... Can I put these guys back? I can, right? Wait. I should... Wait, I'm going to double check that before I cheat.
Oh yeah, because it specifically says deck. So
shuffle into the deck.
The extra deck stuff. It would be pretty good if that worked. But yeah, usually I think things like they say deck or extra deck. Because obviously like hand, it's just a rule thing that if it would go to your hand, it instead goes to the extra deck. But I actually don't know about that either. Before I forget, you've shuffled 3 thus far, I'll just do those. And I'll just continue after. Oh yeah, this is not permanent, I see.
Yeah, that's what I was also checking earlier.
It should most likely it won't matter, but I'll just throw it there.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like it works, so I'll just I'll shuffle 3.
That does make sense. All right. So now at 2,500 will go up to 28 in the turn. Then does the attack go through?
The attack goes through.
Okay, Lampseas is
didn't take any damage.
Yep. I can do 900 damage through Lampseas though, even though it can't be killed.
Would you like to attack?
No, I'll just beat the fuck out of Dropseas.
No, you're beating the fuck out of Dropseas. You're a maniac.
I know, man.
Maniac, I say.
Life could be a dream.
I'm gonna shuffle again just to be safe.
Yeah, go.
Remember if I shuffle.
Yeah, main 2. Then I would like to attempt to normal summon Hajun the Winged Mayakashi.
Hajun the Winged Mayakashi. Let's see. What do we have here? What do we have here, guys? Well, we could get a Weather Washer, and we could yeah, go for it, bro.
Yep.
Can't do shit, bro.
And this time I will grab where is he? The big fucking Chungus will go for Chukahagagi.
What is this?
And now for the rest of the turn, once again, only locked into Mayakashi monsters.
Okay.
Then we'll use Daji and Gasha Dokuro. We'll go for Yuki Onna. Daji will come back. And then we will use Daji and Yoko. Go into Gasha Dokuro. Another thing that this deck is really bad at is playing around Nibiru, but if you're dropping Nibiru on Mayakashi, I think at that point...
Do you have Nib yet?
Actually, wait. I don't... Yeah, you're actually right. I don't think Nib is even out yet. I think it came out in 2019, so we're like definitely close. But really rare, actually, I get to do more stuff. We'll go Hajun and Mr...
Yeah, 2019.
Mogus.
Gold Sarcophagus 10.
We'll go...
Damn, bro.
Gotcha. I don't think we're too far from that. I'll go Obaguruma. I'll summon back Ducky. I'll go these two. I'm making a board I've literally never made in my life. Daji would get summoned back. I'll just skip things. I would go this, and then like I'll go into this. And I have 4 cards left in my action deck. Yippee! And there is so much garbage in my graveyard. And Ducky comes back over here. It doesn't actually matter where she comes back, but she's now going to be over there. And now I shed.
You shed.
Oh yeah, wait. Did Yukiana have something? Well, this card bonus, but if a single monster is destroyed, no, everything happens on your opponent's turn. Okay. Yeah, so you cannot target Yuki Onna for attacks where as long as it points to a synchro monster. So, yep.
Okay.
That's gonna be it. Honestly, I've done way more than I expected to. So now all I need is for one of my guys to die, and then, you know, my life is complete. Oh. That's the Jeexx. Oh.
You can only control one of them. Whoa, what the fuck? You can only control one of each. Damn, that's
yeah,
sad.
I mean, it would be way too broken otherwise, you know?
Bro, can you just like summon a second one? Please just summon a second one.
Dude, fuck
just
you,
do it for me, man. Do it for me.
Who could have believed that this guy would be playing Starving Venom in a deck where he is also running Super Poly?
Yeah,
so wait,
insane. Right?
You're saying you forgot about the new rule? Did you put some fucking bullshit in your deck to get Starving Venom?
I have Fusion in my deck.
Yeah.
Starving Venom Fusion Dragon.
Wait, which one is? Was instant fusion in the set?
Fusion Recycling Plant.
Oh, plant was in the set. Gotcha.
Yeah, and I was like, oh yeah, Fusion Recycling Plant. Yeah, I'm gonna just put that in so they'll get instant fusion because I get instant access to 3 copies
Wait,
of
was
fucking
Super
level
Poly
5.
also in the set?
No, there's ultra polymerization in the set, so I put ultra polymerization in, and I was, I'm gonna put super poly in. It's a fucking combat trick.
That's funny.
But yeah, I can just win a game with that too.
I mean, 100%.
Yeah. So, you know.
Honestly, you're gonna do some bullshit anyway. I really need to pee. You do your bullshit.
Okay, go.
Until you're popping my cards, there is nothing I can do. My hand is the shuffle that I added 7 years ago. So I'll really quickly take a piss. I'll be right back. Guys, enjoy Jeexx's evil monologues.
Okay, guys, I described my Prank Kids Fancies to activate Prank Kids Pranks to spell summon out a token, right? I summon the token out here. Then I would like to use my Fancies and my token for a link summon of Doodle Doo here. Yeah, Doodle Doo comes out, and I add a Prank Kids spell card from my deck to my hand. Now, I add a... Oh, actually, I don't want to add a Pandemonium. I'm going to add a Prank Kids... Can I use this twice? No, I can only use each of these ones. I have not normal summoned yet, so I would like to add one of the guys to my hand so that I can normal summon them if necessary. I will add to my hand a Prank Kids Place. And I would like to activate Prank Kids Place and add to my hand a Dropsies, which is the only one that I have 2 copies of in my deck. Actually, before I do that, I need to activate fucking this guy. What's his face? I need to do fancies, right? So I send a Frankit's card to the deck, and then I spell summon out a Frankit's monster from my deck, except for fancies. I will summon out a Lampsies. Then I would like to normal summon a Prank Kids Dropsies, and then I would like to what does this guy say again? I can I could just do this instead.
I'm back. Are there cards
I'm
that
back.
you
No.
added to your hand that I should know about?
No, I only drew a card, so.
Oh shit! I see.
The turn draw. That's the thing that is in my hand currently.
I see.
I did link summon 1 card though, so I would like to make your goons lose 500.
Okay. I will
Yeah.
make my goons lose 500.
Yep. And then I would like to let's see. I can use this to tribute it and shuffle shit into the deck. Or add shit back to my hand, except link monsters. Yeah. Could add both of these guys back. I could add this guy back. So I'm sitting here looking at the board. I'm thinking to myself, that's a big board. That's a scary board. You know, this is a problematic board even. I could just link off Lampsies, two Lampsies, right?
Mm-hmm.
I can do this. I can link off Lampsies and Dropsies, which I have not used yet, to summon out a Bow Wow Bark.
Yep, I'll take 500.
Yep.
You'll gain 1,000.
Yep, I just do that now, and I.
And now that's a fucking 2,500 Lampsies. Holy!
That's a huge fucker. And then I summon out a Fantasies, and I summon out a Dropsies. Yeah. And then these are different defense, by the way. These are all in defense.
I see.
Yeah, that's actually really important here. Then I would like to activate.
So slamp and drop. Use this turn. I'll just do that because I have nothing else to do.
Pandemonium to fuse off Fantasies, Lampsies, and Dropsies to summon out a Battle Butler.
There it is.
Would
you like to use the effect of place?
Yes, we are actually double checking. Yeah, I do need to do it right now because I can't use it later. Yeah, so all of these guys gain a gazillion HP. And I double checking. If a single in your position is from a battle or a card effect, while discards in the field, you can target 1 face monster in the field. Its attack and defense become half the attack and defense of it. Current attack and defense. Okay.
Yep.
Double checking. Discard this position in the graveyard. Dang. You can target 1 non-fusion monster in your graveyard and special summon. That's pretty cracked, actually. Surprisingly good. Huh. Anywho.
You do have still the green guy effect, right? Fancies?
No, I used Fancies first.
That was earlier. Oh, that was for the Lampsies. I see.
Yeah. Yep.
That makes sense.
Yep. That's how the Lampsies came to play. The Dropsies was normal summoned though, actually. So that was an attack, but that's 1,000 and wasn't even being targeted. Is there even any feasible way that I win in this position? Way. Because I swing over Goshidokuro and you get out like fucking...
Goshidokuro, if you swing, I don't get anything for that, so that's the right play because I can only control 1 Yoko. And they only summon a specific level, so Yoko gets summoned only through Goshidokuro.
Wait. Actually, yeah, that's... Yeah.
That's that's what I mean. Like, this deck is so limited in what it does and what it can do, which is why, like, I think the deck is like very good for a beginner because innately there's just a lot of limitations. Take 700 and Yuki Onna effect activates is destroyed by battle card artifact, so I can make something half its attack and defense for the rest of the until the end of this turn.
Yep.
And I guess it doesn't matter. This was.
Oh wait, this is 4,500 actually. Because bark bow bow, bow bow bark.
Oh yeah, you're right. So I'll take the
Woof,
extra
woof, woof.
1,000. Yeah, and then
This is 14 players when the new
this
raid tier comes out.
is-
Dude, like the first boss in the new tier is literally Makima.
It doesn't matter. I'll just have a bow wow bark because I'd rather say that name than the other one.
Bow wow bark.
So
So
for
then
the
do,
rest
do,
of the
do, do,
turn,
do.
it's 'cause, like this is the thing. Like this being only once per turn, and it's not even a negation
Yeah.
like the other, like the Link 3 and Link 4. Like this card is
'Cause,
doo-doo butt.
I'm gonna swing into. Wait, this thing can be swung into, right?
You
Yoko?
can swing
Ducky?
into the Link, but you can swing into Ducky if you want. Ducky and Yoko, you can swing it. You cannot swing into Ukiona until it doesn't point to Synchro anymore.
Interesting. So there is an argument to be made that I should swing into Ducky. What was the thing that you added again? It was
Oh, I have Shuffle. It's
The-
just a normal special. It targets Mayakashi monster grave, special it in defense, but negates its effects.
okay. Okay.
And then, as long as it's on the board, I cannot special summon monster from deck strike against Mayakashi, but that's it for literally every main deck Mayakashi.
Then. Because I don't know if I should even swing into Yokoi here, because you get Tengu from it, and I don't. You can pop something that I have on board currently, and I don't really want that. So I'm gonna actually just swing into Ducky here to kill Ducky, so that you have to use the thing actually to get her back instead of just getting Gashadokuro for free, essentially, or something else for free. And then main phase 2, I am going to set a card.
Go for it.
And then I would like to go to my end phase.
Yep.
And in my end phase, I would like to activate the effect of Prank Kids Pranks to shuffle back into my deck 3 Prank Kids.
Go for it.
And then I will draw a card. And it's off to you.
Yes, sir. So Bawa Bark will go back to normal.
500.
I don't think. Yeah, this is fine. I don't know if I have a line for this because I didn't plan for it, but I mean, because I can do this, but I honestly, let's see. I don't know if there is stuff that I can do with this, but I would like to check. I'll normal summon Unizombie.
Okay.
And now the question is, that doesn't matter. Actually, it could. Wait. No, it couldn't. Could it? I don't think so.
I don't know what you have in the main deck, but that's cool. I swear one of the most fucked up things in this entire game is Unizombie with Level Leader as a concept. Just
Yeah.
the fact that you can literally enable Level Leader as it is if you draw both of them at the same time. And you don't even have to draw both of them. You can have 6 Unizombies in a deck because sure, you're no solitaire.
If I go... Because I'm going to pitch that, I can summon back... Wait, can I cook? I mean, it doesn't do anything in this game state, but it would be... Oh, I could do that. Dude, that would have been so fucking cool. It doesn't do anything in this game state, unfortunately, but holy shit, that would have been sick.
I thought this was an aggro deck, by the way, but it's a control deck.
Yep.
I didn't even think about that, but this is like actually a really good control deck.
I guess actually the play... Dude, that's crazy. Is that... I genuinely think that might be the play. I mean, you can do that and then all pop stuff. Oh, that would... Dude, the play would be so cool though, but no, it doesn't make sense. Instead,
with Unizombie, I'll target itself.
Yeah, 4.
To raise it up to a level 4, I will go into... Oh.
No.
All right. And then, I mean, I guess then it doesn't matter. Because...
If you want to do something cool, I can let you do something.
No.
Like,
It's...
legitimately, I think if it's a cool
the only
play, we should
thing
let
that I would have done is like go into Shogun and just beat over Battle Butler, because Shogun would come out at a 6300. But it's like I can't OTK anyway, and you have the pop, so it would just force the pop. But that's the only thing there. So it's all.
I mean, I can also take the hit and then use Battle Butler's effect to summon stuff out, and then go from there next turn as well.
But it's like because the actually go. I mean, I can just explain it after. But the actually cool thing, like I can do so that doesn't matter. This is also this is only Mayakashi, so I don't think I can do. Because I can go... Yeah, that doesn't matter. Sure. Is there a world where I just... Because that would be unaffected, but it would be too tiny. This one contribute as a quick effect. And this one is... Yeah. This may be dumb, but I'll just do something. Well, attempt to, at least. I will... Wait, do I do this first? No. Do I? No, I don't think so. I would like to swing Yuki-onna into Bawa Bark.
Oh, okay.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Actually, wait.
Damage them?
It is... yeah, damage them. Nothing there.
Damage them.
I will take 1100. Yuki on dice. A link monster I control died, so I will summon out Angasha Dokuro.
Oh.
Actually, I'll summon it.
You can banish one. You have to banish one too.
Yeah, that's the important part here. I'll banish. Actually, which one would I want to? Because I can. I think this makes more sense. I'll banish Soul. No. I'll banish Spirit Master, and I will target Battle Butler with the pop, and also Gashadogura is unaffected by effects. So Battle Butler has been targeted for just destroy a card. It's the Banished Spirit Master. When it's banished, you can target a face-up card your opponent controls and destroy it.
Let me see.
Yeah.
I would like to let that go through.
Yep.
Double checking. Yes, I'll just let that go through. And when Battle Butler gets popped, I would like to special summon out from my graveyard a non-fusion monster.
Yep.
Not Prankage, monster. That's like...
Yep.
That's pretty good.
Hey, there's a reason why the deck was meta.
Yeah, there definitely is. And I think I'll summon out a Bow Wow Bark or Cock-a-doodle-doo. Does that matter? I mean, one of these is gonna get killed regardless, right?
Yep. And Doodle-doo is only Link Summon only gives you the fetch. So.
Oh, true. So yeah, then I'm definitely gonna go for Bow Wow Bark, because Bow Wow Bark is now also like 3,000. So
yeah,
you have to swing into it with a Gashadokura if you want to get rid of it.
Then, do I want to? Because now I'm wondering.
Yes, just a second.
I mean, if that is,
that's actually
it doesn't matter. How does the how does it work when you're trying to super? Actually, super poly doesn't even work because it's Gashadokura is unaffected by
no cards.
Yeah, and you can't even discard for it.
Yeah.
It's true as well.
So yeah, that doesn't even matter because you don't have the discard fodder either.
I mean, I do. As soon as you
Well-
attack, I'm gonna tag out into
Yeah, then
2
you
cards in
then you'll
hand.
have, but yeah, I will. But yeah, it doesn't matter as long as I don't have something alongside you in zombie. I was just wondering, I go. I mean,
Until next turn, obviously.
yeah, I mean, it's so unlikely that I'll live until that. But actually, does this limit me into anything? It doesn't. Wait, can I still cook?
You can make an 11.
Because the thing that I'm wondering here is, I don't.
Oh, and you can use the hand effect too for Unizombie.
Yep, I haven't done that yet. This gives. That doesn't matter. This gives you the. You haven't used plan this turn.
Correct. But if you read plan, main phase.
Yeah, I do know. But it's just like you can still do stuff in main too.
And I will.
I guess I'd rather do that later. What's out of your hand? Can be destroyed by card effects this turn. Okay. We'll go attempt to go Dokuro into this Bawa bark.
Okay. I would like to double checking. 6 points here. Yeah. I'm gonna tag out this Bawa bark.
Yep.
To target 2 Prankets cards in my graveyard. I would like to target a non-link cards, just to check. Non-link cards, yes. I will be adding to my hand a Prankets Pandemonium and a Fancies. Specific. Would you like to do anything to them?
Nope.
Banish
I
them?
have nothing. Once
Okay.
again, you know shuffle, and I have nothing else there. So Pandemonium and Fancies.
Yep.
Then
And this loses the attack boost.
yeah, it loses the attack boost, and now it's that's a hard once per turn. So I don't think it matters, but this way I do get a little bit more damage if things go accordingly. So I would like to redeclare into the other Barrow Bark for 13.
Do I need to do anything to that?
I don't know. I'm just out here, playing my Mayakashi stuff. Living the high life,
Mayakashi stuff. Yeah. I'm aware. I'm aware. I mean, it's still gonna keep swinging, and I don't really gain anything from that, so I'll just let this Bakum.
Yep. It's
Oh wait,
13.
actually,
Oh.
because I can, if I use it off, I get that guy. You can swing into it, but then I get to summon 2 goons from the grave. And then those 2 goons are unkillable by battle this turn.
Yeah, you already have the card effect
Then-
protection.
Yeah, so when you swing into it, I would like to activate Super Polymerization
Yep.
to discard Fantasies and to fuse off my Prankets Bow Bark and my Doodle-Doodle-Doo to summon out a Weather Washer.
Yep. And Weather Washer gets summoned, would you like to use the effect of place?
Doesn't really matter, but yes.
Yeah. No, it's big. Huge, big.
Fighter!
Big chungus.
Would you like to redeclare?
Now, the interesting thing here is that I mean, you're doing it anyway, but I actually would not like to redeclare.
Nani?
Instead, swing Yoko into Weather Washer.
I got my weather washer to summon out two prank kids, weather painters from my graveyard. with
Two
different
prank
names.
kids weather painters with different names.
Two prank kids, weather painters. Yeah. I would like, and they cannot be destroyed by battle. Correct?
Yep. And they are already
double
card
check.
effect proof.
Yes. So I would like to summon out a Bow Wow Bark.
Yep.
And I mean, I sent my fantasies to the graveyard, didn't I? Wait. Where's fantasies banished? It should be in the graveyard. I discarded it for Super Poly. Yeah, I would like to special summon out fantasies in defense position.
And it gains 1,000 attack.
It gains 1,000 attack.
That's cool. I would like to redeclare and swing over Bow Wow Bark.
Not pass.
I mean, you'll still take the damage.
Oh, I mean, yeah, I still take the damage.
The
You're
classic,
correct, you're
you
correct.
still take the damage.
That is true. That is true. Would you like to swing with Unizombie into my goon?
No, what would I?
I see. So we're cringe today.
I fucking forgot about this shit too, dude. I could have done other things. I forgot about my effects.
Bro, looking at...
There are so many effects in our decks. More in yours than mine, but you know, there are effects.
Oh, bro's looking at Solitaire. I see. Understandable. Have a nice day.
Another, actually, that doesn't do anything, does it? Because I go... No, not really. Yeah, on that, I think...
It's interesting how Weather Washer specifically is... They cannot be destroyed, but Bow Wow Bark is... They, like all Prank Kids monsters, can't be destroyed. It's a bit of a difference.
The entire deck just feels like, you know, just toss effects together and fucking go. So I know Pandemonium is the card in your hand, and that's
Correct.
Shredded that with the thingamabob.
Main.
And now Gashadokuro can once again be affected by card effects.
Haha, Gashadokuro, this is your downfall!
So
Witness me!
So if you'd like to go for Star Venom, now you can.
I'm gonna fucking kill my Bow Wow Bark to add to my hand two fucking non-linked Prank Kids cards.
Go for it.
I am going to add to my hand a Prank Kids Dropsies. Oh wait, do I have a second copy of Butler? I do. Hell yeah!
Now this is epic.
Now this is video games. I add to.
I'm the fucking... fuck my Chungus.
Are you Chungus?
I didn't read my cards.
You didn't read your cards. Understandable. I'll add fancies, and then I normal summon dropsies, and then I link off my fantasies and my dropsies to summon out a.
You added fancies, right?
Yes.
So it's fancies, Pandemonium, something.
Bow Wow Bark, I guess. And then,
Yep. You gain
and
1,000.
I activate
Would you like to
dropsies.
activate place?
I activate place, and I also send a goober to my graveyard. I send what is this thing called? Prank Kids Pranks, and then I special summon out two Prank Kids that are, in this case, it will be Lampsies and it will be Dropsies.
Yep.
Yeah. And then I would like to activate from my hand a polymerization to fuse off a Prank Kids Fantasies, a Prank Kids Dropsies, and a Lampsies to summon out a Battle Butler, and then I burn you for 500, and I summon out another Prank Kids card.
Yep. And I mean, through Unizombie,
That's
it
yeah,
already kills. But the thing that I was talking about, that like what would have been cool, and what I didn't realize that I could have done because I didn't read my cards. This is banished or in your graveyard. So this thing would have just popped 17 million things, which would have been pretty dope.
That would have been pretty good, yeah.
But yeah.
I don't think I have a way of killing this. Wait, dude, zombies fucking suck. I can just put the guy that says you fuse 2 zombies together into my deck and then super poly zombies away. Damn.
I don't think that's out yet. I think that's out in like 2021. It's the like Necro Dragon or something. I'm pretty sure like all of those things. But yeah, Shogun Saga is the only reason is the thing that exactly would have happened in game 1, where it's like if you open like Solitaire, you don't have access to your the Mayakashi stuff, then at least like you can go like Solitaire, summon Unizombie, increase the level, tribute it, increase the level, go Mizuki, use Mizuki, revive Solitaire, and then make 8. Then you'd at least have Shogun Saga, who would be a big chungus. And I don't. There was something. Wait, I think it's the Spectral sword that I have a one-off copy. Because I was like, I don't even remember why I had Samurai Saga, but it was something that with like the what's his face, the Spectral Sword, that it could come up and I could make that. It has 2 like useless effects and it doesn't really matter. And the Sun Saga is like, it's a 10. It can be made pretty generically. And as you could see, like I cycle through my extra deck so quickly that being able to return the stuff back is super nice. And I just forgot at the moment, like, because we had such a long game. Oh, dude, I think it was over an hour. The recording is literally hour and 15 minutes, so it was an over an hour match, and that was only 2 games. And the first of which was literally a OTK by you. So we got there really fast, and then the second one just lasted so long, so I completely forgot that it doesn't require banish stuff, and it's grave stuff as well. But you had the Ash for the Unizombie stuff, so obviously like this wouldn't have mattered anyway. But it was just something that like it could have done, that could have come up, and is the kind of the reason why the Shiranui stuff is there. And a lot of the like cards for both of the Shiranui and Mayakashi archetypes, like a lot of them that come up later like have both of their names. Like it was something like Mayakashi something, a Shiranui style something, like they have both of the names, so the decks they make sense that they would work together. But like I said, like I basically got to do everything that the deck does. When it gets the links 3 and link 4, like the deck can actually do more, because now you have negates. The link 3 in grave also has a quick effect, but you can summon a synchro from your grave, which means that you can use the Mayakashi effects, most notably obvious the pops during your opponent's turn. And the link 4 is a 2900 card that makes your opponent's monsters 0 attack and defense and has negates on it. So it's like now actually reasonable, because obviously any normal summon and access to Daki immediately just makes the link 4 and gives you Daki on the board as well. And then if you have extension, you can go for the link 4 and then climb all the way up back again, which is pretty funny, because if you get that, you literally use all 15 cards from your extra deck at once, because you would run obviously 2 copies of each of the synchros, 2 copies of the link 2, 2 copies of the link 3, and then 1 copy of the link 4. That's 15 cards. So you would go for the link 4, you get Daki back. If you have extension, you summon the extension, usually Yuki Musume, and then with that you start the climb from Daki again, and then now you would just end on the link 3, and then you would have the link 3, the link 4, and Daki on board, and literally the rest of your the 13 extra deck cards that aren't on your board would be in your grave, which is pretty funny. But conceptually, I think the deck is really cool. I like the design of the monsters as well. And like I've said, like I think multiple times in this episode already, like I think this is, if there was a person that randomly was just interested in Yu-Gi-Oh but had no idea how to play it, I think this is a perfect deck you can give them, because you get to do so much, so you feel like you're doing a lot. and it's not difficult at all, because obviously it's just a very simple climb that you just do twice. And then you have effects on your opponent's board. And obviously, like, later, they also get, like, a lot of support stuff that, like, Mayakashi Mayhem was, like, 4 different effects. Like, you can use one of them each during a turn. It was, like, burn damage, draw a card, maybe papa something and negate something, and those are like if a synchro monster is summoned from a grave during your opponent's turn. So it's like now you have a more disruption as well. And obviously they also have one of the craziest lingering effect cards ever, which is the final piece of support, at least at this point that they've gotten, which is just like tribute a Shiranui or Mayakashi Link or synchro monster. Neither player can special summon monsters from the hand, graveyard, deck, or extra deck for the rest of the turn. It's just like, if you're playing this archetype, prevent your opponent from summoning for the rest of the turn. Which is insane effect. But it's like, it's because it's in a deck like this, it's still fine. But it is 100 points in Genesis though. And it is a crazy wild effect. But that comes out way later, I think in like 2022. Anyways, that's it about my deck.
That good deck. It's nice. It's a funny, goofy deck. It's got pretty cool cards on it.
Oh yeah.
It's this is like a balanced deck as well, ladies and gentlemen. This is a waifu deck where you end on a waifu on board, and you have a waifu card that works in the combo. But the thing is, there's freaks in here for you fucking freaks, and then there's cars, and then there's the ones for the freaky freaks, you know, the actual freaks, instead of the ooh, I'm so freaky guys, you know,
also
cowards, by the way. Also skeleton.
Yeah, a final thing that I forgot was like the one of Spirit Masters, literally, and why the gold sarks were there is literally like, because on Banish it just pops a card, so it's like with gold sark, if you need gold sark, just turns into okay, get a pop,
and you don't actually lose anything for it either. You just gain it back later. That's like legitimately one of those interesting things where Yu-Gi-Oh! Being an eternal format comes into play, where you just have a card that says when you banish this, do a thing. When you banish this card, when you banish like Eclipse Wyvern or something, you do shit. Free.
Yep, and stuff like that is pretty cool. But what do you think of Prank Kids? Since obviously it was your first experience playing the deck.
Dude, I was looking at this deck thinking like, dude, this is some fucking boring ass aggro goo goo gaga baby there. And then I'm sitting here like, game 1, oh yeah, IOTK. Obviously IOTK is fucking 2018 Yu-Gi-Oh! No interruptions. And then I go to game 2 and I'm like, I actually can't kill you. Like, it's actually impossible for me to kill you through your current board. So what do? And then I realized that place is permanent. And then I'm like, oh, I can just become unkillable and cycle my shit and make you killable. That, like, this is de facto control. This is like blue white or like, yeah, I think blue white or blue black makes the most sense in comparison. Like, it's reducing your attack and pumping itself, and also preventing you from interacting with me, essentially.
Yep. And like the deck can do everything. Like literally, I made it as a joke. Like they just crammed everything in, but it's literally like the idea of the deck is because they're like playing pranks. They're doing a bit of everything. It's like, okay, here's burn damage here. Now we're gaining stuff. Now you're losing attack. We're gaining attack. But it's like when you have so many ways to do things on your and your opponent's turn, like it makes the deck actually like really disruptive and good. And obviously, Graceful being in this set as well, like just adds to the consistency of the deck.
Yeah, that was an insane addition to this, especially because like I was looking at this thinking like this is I can't really find any cards that aren't just from the archetype that I would put into this deck, and then I can put Graceful and I can put Graceful Charities in, easy every time. Also, they get support fairly soon in the form of Roxy's, which is their like next main deck monster, and having another main deck monster makes this so much comfier. Because I was like, I have 9 of these guys, and I'm burning through them in like 2 turns. Like I burn them through in my turn and your turn, and then it's just gone. And I have to scramble to return.
It is pretty funny that both of us like kind of had a deck where it's like, my deck's idea is to run through all of my extra deck like immediately, and you run through your like main deck monsters immediately. No, so do you plan on playing Prank Kids in the future as well? Probably. Or maybe?
I mean, they also get the link, but I don't know. I don't remember what comes out in the set where Meow Meow Moo comes out.
Yeah.
But it's like, come on, man.
I mean, you did
Surely.
also like if you end up like not playing it, like I do think like you showcase the deck like what it can do like really well in this. So I think like every time when it's something that gets a like one-off showing is like sometimes, for example, like the first time I played like Monarch or the fucking Dino Smashers Fury. It's like I like dinosaurs and I'm definitely gonna play them again because obviously that didn't get to show anything that dinosaurs can do. So it's like stuff like that feels bad. But when it's like there is one showing, but you get to show basically everything that can do. Like I think that's pretty cool as well. So it's like even if it doesn't come up later, like we've seen prank kids do stuff, which is neat.
Okay, bro. I'm gonna just tell you right out the gate. In Savage Strike, there's zero fucking chance I am playing prank kids.
What do you mean?
Zero chance I play anything other than Elemental Hero Neos.
+1 to the counter, baby.
+1 to the counter. I'm declaring it right now. Regardless of what I actually think of things when I'm building the deck, we're gonna play hero, because there's TG in this set too. Like there's the TG support, which actually makes TG like interesting, gives them an actual playstyle and whatnot. That's in here too. But dude, Cosmo Neos is in this.
Oh, that's beast.
Have you ever seen Cosmo Neos?
Nope.
It's
When you're looking at Savage Strike, since we're talking about stuff we're planning on playing, well, you basically declare you're doing. I'm gonna declare my plans. Would you like to Control F, the archetype that I played today? And when I was talking about Yuki Musume being like the best extender for the deck, coming out relatively soon, I think we might be running the bullshit back.
Mayakashi, right?
Yeah.
No, Orcus Nightmare is in this shit too. But I can't find it in Savage Strike. Wait, what?
Savage Strike is Yuki Musume. Oh yeah, wait. Yuki Musume comes out in the special. I completely forgot because I've been looking also at future sets and I've been like counting episodes and stuff like that. But I completely forgot that at this point in time we still have special editions because they end around like pandemic and they never do them again. But yeah, I forgot. Yeah. So yeah, Yuki Musume comes out in the special edition, and Savage Strike gives us like more actual like proper Shiranui stuff. So I'm very likely just gonna do a similar thing, but more leaning towards the Shiranui stuff in that one. But it's very likely that I'm gonna run it back.
Wait, the more I'm looking at this, the more I'm like, dude, this set's kinda cracked.
It is a like really good set. It also gives us a card that I think we're very likely to ban very quickly.
Which one?
Borreload Savage Dragon.
You think?
So yeah, you remember when we started the episode and I talked about that, like you forgot about the rule that we have now, which also lifted the limitation on dragon, which means that every single episode we have a card with dragon in the name. We also can just slam that in and have access to a level 8 completely generic synchro monster that gives you usually 2 to 3 Omni Negates and is extremely big. Yeah, I don't think that's gonna last. We'll play a few episodes with it, and just like anything else, like banned cards, we can still showcase in the Annie episodes. But I'll be honest, like, I mean, I'm not gonna, if I'll end up playing like obviously Mayakashi Shiranui, like I'm gonna be less inclined to abuse Savage Dragon in that one. So we'll at least like let it rear its ugly head for a couple episodes before we shoot it. But I'll be very surprised if it lives until the 3rd anniversary episode.
Wait, is this the last pot that we get, by the way?
Is it Prosperity?
Extravagance.
Prosperity is the last one. So after actually, wait, Desires is also after Extravagance, I think.
No, Desires is out already.
Oh, Desires, okay.
Desires
There-
is- yeah,
there-
we've
there-
had Desires for ages.
I wanna say there's 2 more pots after Extravagance, but I know for a fact that Prosperity is the newest one because it's just better Extravagance, basically.
What I'm looking at right now, it looks like Extravagance is the last one, and there's a alt art for it. So looks like there's 2, but there's actually only 1 pot after Extravagance.
Okay, because like if you,
So we're almost done with Pot of Greed.
because I basically like just how I look at it, it's like dueling book, release date, and then type in pot, and there you go.
Yeah.
But yeah. We are very close. Obviously, a lot of the like bigger sets, like tins and stuff like that, usually tend to reprint those, which will like, give them. And once again, like if we continue with the tradition of being able to play a few band cards in any episodes, I'm thinking of doing it a little different. Because like I think before it was like in the period that the 50 episodes were in, like you could play X band card from that, but at some point like a lot of the stuff ends up being like really degenerate or like really not interesting strategies for the most part, and also like some stuff just is a lot of like limits or bans from archetypes, so it makes less sense for us to do that. So it might just be like if we're including banned card style, then it would be just fucking pick 3. If you can't pick them, just fucking throw in Pod, Graceful, and something into your deck and call it a day. But we'll see. It's still a good few months from the 3rd anniversary episode. But this was a behemoth of an episode, which I don't mind because I think both of us actually enjoyed ourselves, and it's good to be back, man. I'm so excited. Like I said in the, if y'all are Pokemon watchers, like I said in that, like I've been really Yu-Gi-Oh upheld the past couple of weeks again, and I'm so excited. When I've been just like, because I've been gauging future sets, because once again I'm calculating episodes, which episode will be which, because I'm not comfortable talking about it yet, but there will be an eventual endpoint. We're just not gonna, like, when we catch up, we're not gonna do this forever. And I have an episode in mind that I would really want it to be. I'm not comfortable revealing it yet to y'all or even Jeexx, but we'll talk about that when we get there. But there's still a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh ahead of us that I'm really excited. But anything else before we get out of here, Jeexx? Oh yeah, what's our next set?
I think it's Savage Strike, isn't it?
I swear there was one more, because I think Savage Strike was supposed to be the episode where we go into... Oh yeah. Oh dude, I'm so excited about next time. Okay, Savage Strike is gonna be... I'll have it in there as well. Savage Strike will be our first episode when we are out of Master Rule 4. So obviously in the actual game it's a year later than before we're doing it, but I think like it's cool to see like, all right, what could some of these decks be like if there wasn't the limitation of Master Rule 4. So Savage Strike is going to be our first episode in Master Rule 5, and then until the end of the series, like, we're just going to be in Master Rule 5. But next week is going to be a Legendary Duelist set, and it has so many archetypes that I adore. And dude, I do know what I'm gonna play, but I had a hard time picking between like 3 different decks. But it is Legendary Duelist Sisters of the Rose. Give some love to some female protagonists of Yu-Gi-Oh, I believe, the anime.
I see.
But yeah, I'm excited for that. And then the following week we're gonna be in Master Rule 5, which is exciting, which I think actually coincides with I'm pretty sure actually when we start Master Rule 5, I'm gonna be out of here. So Weebfox final thing in the episode, Weebfox lore drop. My background is gonna be back to the usual for a few weeks, and after that it's gonna be back to looking like this for the foreseeable future, because I'm actually moving here permanently in a bit over a month's time. So
hell yeah,
that's cool.
Bro is moving up in the world, leaving whatever the fuck that place was to come here, the worst city on the planet.
No,
not the worst.
People
the worst
say
city
that...
in this country.
No, people say that. I think it's fine. People over
Bro.
exaggerate. No, people. Nah, dude.
Nah.
I've been to Kouvola. No man should go to Kouvola. Like, holy fuck.
Kouvola, shots fired.
If you live in Kouvola, fuck yourselves. That place blows.
Epis is in shambles.
Nah. Wait, who?
Poor Epis.
Dude.
Fucking Epis. Dude, I wish Epis would see these videos, man.
Just pick this, literally the end of the episode, just a timestamp, just no context, send it to him, and he'll be like, watch this shit. But no.
I don't have his contact info.
Man, Smoge. Anyways, it is so good to be back. Also, go ahead.
Guys, next week, we're running it back. It's getting banned. We're getting it banned next week, guys. Trust me. I got this.
If you're planning on playing Black Garden, I can just kill it now. We don't need to go through one more Black Garden.
Yeah!
Okay, we can...
Shoot it now!
Sure, we can just... Shadow Drop, Black Garden is now banned.
Fuck! I can't believe we got Shadow and Black Garden banned, bro.
But yeah,
it's so Jove.
Now also, since I'm keeping track of the scores, the score is now 65-69 for me. Jeexx, you win 2 episodes, and we're gonna have the funniest number of history versus the funniest number of today. 6-7
Did
and
you say you have 69?
Yeah, because I'm at 69, and then you would be at 6-7. So it's like, you know, the funniest number of history versus the funniest number of today. We need to get there.
Bro, can we switch? Can we just switch scores so that I can have the funniest number in history?
I mean, like, you have...
I personally...
It's the best way to do, because, like, we get that first, and then you win 2 more, and we imagine the head-to-head is even at 6-9. Because it would also be...
will have to lose or win.
Because it would also be the first time it is tied, because I sack so hard in DM. It's constantly been, like... this, but it's also another thing about that, like, it's really funny how, like, because obviously we play so different decks. Sometimes, like, one of us ends up coming in with a meta deck. Sometimes one of us plays some bullshit. Sometimes Jeexx brings in 60 card Cosmo Hero something, and I play a deck that doesn't work or something else. We have obviously the structure deck episodes to balance things out, and it's like literally after 134 episodes, like, it's a 4 game difference, which is, in my opinion, really fucking cool. Yeah, sorry, I cut you off.
Yeah. Also, very, very important though, guys. The 60 card Cosmo Hero pile, in theory, it functions really well because of having easy access to stuff like Darklaw and Anki, and also Kolga through the use of Mask Change 2. It fills your graveyard. You have easy... When you summon Tinkan, you can just, like, force your opponent into a guessing game between either using Mask Change 2 into going into Anki, and then using Anki to kill shit, and getting more mask changes, or our hero lives into Shadow Mist, adding a mask change, and then normal summoning Tinkan, using Tinkan effect after having set the fucking mask change, and then you say go, and then your opponent does something, you activate Dark Claw on board, and then you're like, yep.
Yeah, and my 60 card Nordic Acer deck in theory works if your opponent bricks 2 turns in a row after you go second, so you can do the thing and summon Odin and swing twice with Odin, and that's 8,000 points of damage. I had one more, dude. I had one more thing I wanted to say, but now I forgot.
I'm sorry.
It's all good. It's.
It also.
I don't think it was anything important. Yep.
Yeah, we're gonna get there. I think it'll be interesting to see if how, because the deck that I'm currently thinking for Savage Strike probably won't perform. But also, I'm gonna have to ask you, Warriors.
Yep.
If they're allowed.
Yep.
As a whole, I get access to Rhoda.
Yep. And
do I get access to?
But yeah, do you remember that? If you're actually, I can just explicitly read the. I'm gonna pause the recording for just a second. Yep. So. For you, Jeexx, now let me read the rule that we now have. So, I'm just going to read this word for word. Now, every subtype counts as an archetype, so dragons, zombies, dinosaurs, etc. And dragon in name is also applicable for the legacy support rule going forward. Having a blue as white dragon in the set and in your deck now gives access to a card with dragon in their name, as well as dragon support cards, and dragons and other cards that mention other dragons, but not every dragon ever printed. So, for example, Saryuja's Gold Red is a dragon. It never specifically mentioned dragon in any of its rules text, and it doesn't have dragon in its name, so you don't get access to that. And the rest of this stuff doesn't matter, but basically the equip stuff is sold. You do get access to. You don't get access to every equip ever, but stuff like, was it Phoenix Blade that mentioned like equip to a warrior monster? Anything like that that mentions warriors.
That's why I was asking specifically, because it mentions warriors, and that's why I asked, do I get access to equips?
Yeah, so
also,
literally
just
like...
to be sure, Blue Eyes White Dragon says dragon.
In its name.
No, it says it in the description as well. Does that count?
No. We are not counting vanilla monsters flavor text.
Okay.
As cool as it would be, unfortunately, because it's you can't search stuff like that up, it would just make the basically workload on actually looking like, okay, am I missing? It would be a drag. So just for that, for convenience sake, we're ignoring that stuff.
You can type in monster, normal, and then you can put in warrior. And then you find all the warriors that mention warrior in their description. And you can do the same for dragon.
Yeah,
which I think every single dragon that is a normal monster mentions dragon.
I mean, yeah, usually, I mean, a lot of monsters also just talk about themselves, like the Dark Magician being the ultimate magician in terms of attack and defense. But yeah.
This thing is sick. What the
no normal monster shenanigans. But yeah, like, I think there are quite a few equips that only equip to a warrior monster. So stuff like that with Assault, like, you're good to go. But yeah, the only like thing obviously here, I mean, the limitations are mostly, and I mentioned it in the text and I mentioned it at the start of this episode, but the limitations are mostly obviously there because otherwise put any zombie in your deck and now you, through legacy support, you get all the like ghosts, so like Ash Blossom, Ghost Bell, stuff like that. Put any beast warrior in your deck, one beast warrior, you have the whole Zodiac package. So it just makes it too abusable and too degenerate. Obviously, you have access to Zodiac Broadbull if you have Beast Warriors, because I think that just adds a Beast Warrior to hand. But that alone, like without the other Zodiac stuff, I think is fine. And because like because warriors are so plentiful and obviously Road is such a like powerful card, that's why we decided on the like limitation that even though it is legacy support, it's still limited to one copy. There is only one card in my mind, by the way, that I have considered we would ever make another add a card to the generic pool, but I think we'll still sit on it. But it would be a main deck card, and because at this point in time, 3 copies of 2 different hand traps, triple terraforming call by. Yep. Basically, because a lot of archetypes at this point are gonna want their fill spell. That's immediately half of the quota. Immediately done. Then like MST is that's one thing that MST I think we should update to Twin Twisters at some point.
Oh, you think we should keep it even? I was thinking that we could make an argument for having it be removed at some point even. Because we have access to spell trap removal really easily now in cards usually. But then again, if we run into a situation where there's a set that has like, I don't know, some trap that really needs to get popped, and no matter what you do, you cannot access a decent way of removing it, then
it's just
maybe it's better to keep.
Because I think a lot of times like we're just not gonna play Floodgates because neither of us enjoy the gameplay, and like more than anything here, like we're trying to make a series that's fun for us to play and fun for people to watch. So Floodgates aren't really usually in that equation, so not for really that. But it's still like we have the nightmares there because it's like it's a package that.
True, actually.
But usually playing, we obviously have access to Phoenix always, but it's still like MST obviously is a very outdated card at this point, and even like spell trap removal at some point, like it's not that relevant. But I do still think I don't think we would ever go Cosmic Cyclone. I think like The banish effect, like obviously it's just better these days. If you were to play a card, like you would always just play Cosmic Cyclone, but I think for the sake of our series and it always being more limited, the power level is always going to be more contained, so I think like Twin Twisters would be fine enough for that. But for the time being, we're just gonna go with this, and I think maybe the Annie 3 would be a good time to update that to Twin Twisters, but that is not the card that I'm thinking of, because there is one more card that I'm thinking of maybe adding to the generic pool, but I can say like if that happens, I'm not sure, but if it happens, like that would be the final card we're adding to the generic pool, because otherwise after some point, like it becomes too easy that like you're basically just not playing anything from the set anymore, and the heart and soul of the series is still to always things be different because of the set. And also important to mention, this would be just a one-off, but I think it's something that in modern Yu-Gi-Oh! It does a lot for basically every single deck, and it would be more interesting than not to have access to, but I'm not gonna talk about it yet. I'll tell you, Jeexx, after we start recording what it is, and you can give me your opinion. But we'll sit on it still. And I guess at this point, when I mention it, like Annie 3 will probably just update MST to be MST or Twin Twisters. So it's like we're not adding 3 more into the pool. It's like if you're playing 2 MST, it's 1 more Twin Twister. If you're playing triple Twin Twisters, then no MST. Because otherwise, like once again, like we're not trying to bloat the generic pool.
Yep.
But I think with that, it has been an hour 45. Anything you want to say, Jeexx, before we get out of here?
Well, it's good to be back, guys. Unfortunately, Weebfox is gonna go to 70 once we get to Savage Strike. Maybe even next week, considering that my deck is probably not gonna be able to outswing his, because I already know exactly what I'm playing. We're gonna be playing some... well, let's just put it like this. There was a time when I pulled out this deck against Dragon Rulers in the series, playing a Dragon Ruler in that deck as well, because I was like, this works pretty well. I get a decent rank 7 out of this when I play this guy, because I get to cheat this guy out easily. And I got my ass fucking beat. And I think that's going to happen again, but this time, I'm reading one of these cards and I'm like, what the fuck did they print? What did they think this was a good idea? What do you mean negate every effect that your opponent activates on a turn?
I'm excited
Killing
because
myself.
I actually don't remember what you played in that Dragon Ruler episode, because I'll be honest, I literally thought there was a Dragon Ruler mirror. I'm excited.
See, it was I'm not gonna say it because I'm gonna let you stay excited unless you want to go check.
Nice.
Oh, yeah.
I like that. I like that. Another Christmas for me, and it's not even been a month since the last one. But yeah.
It hasn't even been.
That is gonna do it for us gamers. Thank you so very much for joining us. Thank you for sticking with us, and welcome to season 2 of, I guess at this point it's welcome to season 2 of the History Yu-Gi-Oh! Learning Journey. I doubt we have as many episodes in the tank as we have behind us, but I cannot still promise that as long as Jeexx is still interested in doing the series, we do still have quite a bit of History Yu-Gi-Oh! Learning Journey ahead of us, and I'm very excited for the future.
It's okay, guys. Even after we're done with the History Yu-Gi-Oh! Learning Journey, I'm sure we'll keep doing other card games in the year 2032.
And that's exactly why we need to keep this going, because God knows that I'd rather blow my shit off smooth than play Magic the Gathering 1v1. And on that note,
magic.
And on that note, thank you so very much for watching. We'll see you next time for our legendary duelists, Sisters of the Rose, and then we are entering the Master Duel. Master Duel? What the fuck? That was a plug. Hashtag ad, hashtag sponsored. Jeexx, you're never seeing this money. You're fucked. The Master Rule 5 era in our series. So exciting things to look forward to. We'll see you next week. Peace.